In his final week alive, Moe Howard confronted a truth he had buried for decades. For years, the spotlight shone on his brother Curly as the heart of the Three Stooges, the man whose comedy set the tone for an era. Yet what Moe revealed at the very end was not laughter. It was grief, remorse, and a confession that forever changed how the world remembered Curly. This wasn't a tale about fame or recognition. It was about a brother who carried guilt to his last breath. Brooklyn roots. Moe Howard, born Moses. Harry Horowitz, on June 19, 1897, grew up in the working-class streets of Brooklyn, New York. He was the fourth of 5 boys in a Jewish immigrant household struggling to survive. From childhood, Moe developed a fierce sense of duty. He was the one who stepped in when bullies picked on his younger siblings, a natural leader long before he ever reached a stage. Among them was Jerome Lester Horowitz, known later as Curly, born October 22, 1903. Jerome, the youngest, was gentle by nature, mischievous, clumsy yet charming, and his humor could light up any room. The brothers grew up during the dawn of cinema when silent films captured crowds all across New York. Moe would often skip school to watch Chaplin or Buster Keaton at local theaters, absorbing every move and gag. Jerome, always tagging along, copied what he saw, turning pratfalls and silly noises into quick performances for neighbors. Family members recalled that Jerome never seemed to act, he simply was. Laughter followed him everywhere. By Moe's teenage years, his passion for acting outweighed academics. He left school and threw himself into amateur theater, determined to lift his family from poverty. Jerome, shy off stage, carried a spark Moe quickly recognized. In a 1960 interview, Moe said Curly was always a performer, even if he didn't realize it. He moved with such ease, as if the stage had always belonged to him. Their mother, Jenny, pushed the boys despite the hardships of immigrant life. She saw Moe as the driving force with ambition for everyone, while Curly was the joy that kept the home alive. Together, Moe's determination and Curly's innocence would lay the foundation for the most adored comedy act in Hollywood history. By the early 1930s, Moe had carved out a career in vaudeville, working with comedian Ted Healy. His sharp haircut and domineering presence made him the natural leader, the one who slapped, poked, and kept the others in check. But when his brother Shemp stepped away from the group in 1932, Moe had to choose a replacement. Jerome seemed the least likely, soft-spoken, inexperienced, and shy, but he was determined. He shaved his thick hair and mustache, adopting the bald, childlike look that later defined him. The change was immediate. Once he stepped on stage as Curly, crowds exploded with laughter. Within months, the trio of Moe, Larry Fine, and Curly Howard stole shows from Healy's shadow. By 1934, they split from Healy entirely and signed with Columbia Pictures, the moment that sealed their legacy. Columbia demanded a brutal pace, churning out 8 to 10 shorts a year, each finished in under a week. But the formula worked. Their violent slapstick and manic improvisations gave audiences relief in the Great Depression. Films like Men in Black, Oscar-nominated, and Uncivil Warriors crowned them as kings of comedy shorts. At the core of it all was Curly. His improvisation needed no direction. He spun in circles, barked like a dog, shouted "Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk," and turned accidents into genius. Directors often just let the cameras roll, waiting to see what he'd invent next. By the late 1930s, the Stooges were household names. Curly was adored as the breakout star. Kids copied his high-pitched woo-woo-woo. Adults roared at his pratfalls. But off-stage, decline was creeping in. Still in his 30s, Curly's weight ballooned. His movement slowed and he began to forget lines. What looked like fatigue was really mounting health trouble. Years of drinking, late nights, and relentless filming were taking a toll. On set, Moe noticed troubling signs. Curly blanked out mid-scene, slurred words, or froze as if lost. Crews recalled Moe quietly redirecting scenes to cover the lapses. Larry Fine admitted in 1973, "We hid Curly's condition. Moe told us to protect him on screen, but we knew he was slipping." Moe begged Columbia's Harry Cohn to let Curly rest, warning in letters that Jerome was collapsing. The pleas went unanswered. By 1944, audiences noticed his weakening voice and off timing. What once was brilliance had become a fragile act of survival. Then, May 6, 1946, the Stooges were filming Half-Wit's Holiday. In the last scene, Curly held a pie as chaos unfolded. Instead of laughter, silence fell. He collapsed mid-scene from a massive stroke. Only 42 Moe nearby cradled him, shouting for help. Crew said his screams were not stage rage, but raw panic. Curly survived, but was left paralyzed, speech slurred, coordination gone. For a man built on physical comedy, the irony was brutal. His career ended instantly. Columbia replaced him with Shemp, but Moe admitted it was never the same. Curly's new life was hospitals, nursing homes, and fading strength. Moe never abandoned him, often bringing old reels to his bedside just to see a smile. Curly suffered more strokes through the late 40s, his mind and body breaking further. He drifted between moments of childlike sweetness and paranoia. In 1947, he married Valerie Newman, his fourth wife, who stayed by his side until the end. In 1949, hope flickered with a cameo in Hold That Lion, the only short with all three Howard brothers. But fans sensed it. The spark was gone. On January 18, 1952, Curly Howard died at Baldy View Sanitarium in California, only 48. Fans were shocked. For Moe, the grief had been ongoing for years. Curly's death left a wound in Moe that never healed. The Stooges continued with replacements, but Moe admitted the group's soul had died. When television revived their shorts in the 1950s, Curly's antics won a new generation. Moe was proud, yet each laugh reminded him of the pain behind it. He protected Curly's image fiercely, refusing to cheapen it with ads. Still, guilt consumed him. He confessed he had pushed Curly to keep going, fearing the act's collapse. By the 1970s, Moe himself was dying of lung cancer. In his final week, family played old reels by his bed. When Curly's face appeared, Moe's eyes lit, then filled with tears. At last, he admitted the truth. Curly wasn't only the clown fans adored. Behind the noise was sickness, loneliness, despair. His brother gave everything to comedy until nothing was left. Moe Howard died in 1975 at 77. His final words reshaped Curly's image. No longer just the silly man, but a symbol of how pain can hide behind laughter.
What do you think was Curly's greatest gift to the world? Share your thoughts below and hit like to keep their story alive.